a dress company that I am obsessed with called Flor. Their dresses are expensive, but I've gotten a few on sale. And honestly, once you wear their dresses, other dresses feel inferior. The spin, the fabric, it's amazing. And this video is not sponsored, but if Flor would like to sponsor me, please, anytime. So I'm going to be entering the Flor 5 Wears Challenge to hopefully win a gift card for another dress, because as I mentioned, I'm addicted to them. And so Odin here is helping me. We're at our editing station right now, editing a ridiculous amount of footage from our backyard into an epic outfit challenge. Would you like to show us Command Central here?
Yes, let me show. One of the things we're doing here is finding clip points. So we go through frame by frame in order to find a spot where there's a good transition. So we're looking right here for where the dress kind of flows up. We want everything to be in motion. And there we go. So the idea is that we have motion that isn't finished yet, but is going to complete pretty quickly. And we jump to the next frame.
So while we're doing all of our edits for this challenge, I just wanted to take a moment to show you the actual dress. So all of the Flor dresses are really versatile, but especially the black dress. This is the pinafore dress. Buttons up on each side, which Odin usually does for me. I can do them by myself, but it's a lot faster with some help. And the dress has pockets for snacks, which is very important. And all of their dresses are made from linen. So another thing I love about this challenge is that it's very eco-friendly. The linen is a really fantastic fabric. The actual submission for this Flor competition is over on Instagram, but here on our YouTube we want to show a little bit more of the behind the scenes. This is actually our first time using our green screen and this green floor mat. So we'll be showing you a little bit of our behind the scenes footage for our Flor video.
So if you're familiar with video editing programs, you might say, oh, okay, well, this is a layered, image, right? So I've got, the background scene here, which is a static photo. And we've got our green screen here, and then we've got something on top of it. Well, that happens to be the, film effect. But actually, in this program, in DaVinci Resolve, all of the magic for the green screen effect takes place in the Fusion tab, which is DaVinci's special effects rendering program. Ooh. This is the magic. This is the node tree for the special effects that I'm doing. You can see there's actually quite a few little nodes here for such a simple project, but there's a lot that I'm doing here. I'll zoom in for you. So here's the footage. This is the original footage. That's Katie doing her dance. And then over here, I have a delta keyer, so I'll show you what that looks like. So what I did was take the footage, the original stock footage, which looked like this, and then I ran it through a clean plate, which looked like this. And then using a polygon to remove all of the excess stuff and create a garbage mat, we ran it through a delta keyer, so it got rid of all of the garbage. Then there's a transform. That's when the color correcting happened. and then there's a merge down. Well, there's a merge in, rather. And of course, that's the media out. That's what it finally looks like. What's happening down here in this whole second branch is actually just kind of a copy of what's happening up here. The one big difference is that I've used the shadow effect. So the shadow effect's really cool. The shadow effect is that. So all the shadow is doing is it's taking the original Katie and it's outputting her shadow only right now. And then I run that through a transform, which squishes it into a little tiny shadow, which is kind of proportional for the image and the light source, which I know from the static image is big, bright light up here. I merge that in, and that's how we get this in this final image. There are other ways to do this in DaVinci Resolve using the 3D effects. I've seen people do some really cool stuff with the 3D effects in DaVinci Resolve. That is currently beyond my DaVinci skills, but I'm sure I will find a way to figure that out in the future.
Bada bing, bada boom.
A fair amount of work went into this project, but I think that it turned out really well.
Mm-hmm. And we learned a lot. It was our first time doing a lot of this. And so now we'll show you the finished product, the Flor 5 Wears Challenge.